So Twitch has made a real big L recently. If you haven't seen that they are now going to be training AI from your content unless you decide to opt out because they put it so it's defaultly opted on, which basically means that if you don't know about it or you haven't heard or you don't know how to switch it off, then your content is going to be training AI. I seen a little notification on it that came up on my phone about the news. And it was AI is now going to be training from Twitch off your live streams unless you opt out. And the CEO or whoever the hell said, I'm not quite sure who he is, I'm not that invested into Twitch, but he basically just said, without permission, it's on, and your permission is when you turn it off if you decide to do so. But I know a lot of people don't read the news or they don't watch a lot of stuff, so they're not gonna know. Like, I doubt in any way, shape, or form that Vendality or the Dino Selective is even gonna know about this. And all the people I play with, not used to, that I still play with. So that puts the big question up in the air: how unfair it is. Like, they're not gonna know, and I doubt they want their content used to be training AIs. So I'm gonna turn it off for them, like I'm gonna, after this, turn it off for myself. Now, I am not an avid Twitch streamer, but I have streamed over on Twitch for around 5 years, just here and there. I think I've probably done less than 50 live streams in like 5 years, but I'm more of a YouTube boy myself. Go follow Skelly TCM live, link in the description. But I do sometimes go and stream on Twitch. I think it's still a very fun app to stream on. But just like a lot of companies, it is making huge L's. It reminds me of that. Remember that YouTube thing where they were like, you can generate your own AI slop and post onto YouTube Shorts? Side rant a second. I know we're only 2 minutes and 21 seconds in, but side rant. I think anyone on YouTube or any content creations app like YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and anything, if they are an AI generated, they should not be able to earn rewards for the amount of subscribers they get. They should not be able to monetize or anything. I think it is ridiculous that there are AI slop channels getting millions upon millions of views and subscribers, and they are getting rewards and paid for it. I think it's ridiculous. And then there's also people like me and other small YouTubers. There's a lot of really talented small YouTubers who aren't getting paid and who are struggling, and everything's getting bumped up. Like the YouTube short views now necessary to get monetized is now from 10 million to 20 million. I can't even get a YouTube short over like 10k, so it's a bit ridiculous now. And I think that just to fix it, they should just stop monetizing AI because it is just useless and worthless. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like this against AI saint or anything. Because I used to use AI because I didn't realize how much I didn't like it up until very recently. I think about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I just stopped using AI. Some things you can't really get away from, like, I don't know, when you search on Google now, it kind of AI is just there. But I'm on about, like, going onto an AI and then asking that questions or asking it to add some effect to a thumbnail, that kind of stuff. Because I was doing that. I'm going to be full honest with you. But I now don't agree with doing that, and I would not suggest doing it. Because it looks tacky, it doesn't look good, and I'm not a big fan. Also, like AI and stuff, I don't do it, but I've seen a lot of people who got AI to write their own like intros and outros and scripts for videos and stuff. I don't like to do that. My main use for it was kind of just like, thumbnail, just spruce it up. Not a full AI generated thumbnail, but like add some red smoke in the background or that kind of thing. But it definitely sped up the content a lot. Like when I was doing research for this channel, I privated some of like the reviews and stuff. A lot of it was AI research, and I'm not doing that no more, and I do apologize for doing it. Because I just didn't realize I didn't know. But now we got this thing where now I don't want to do it. Twitch is trying to force it down our throats to train these AIs. Now AI is a huge thing, and it's definitely a bad thing because I don't want my content trained for AI, and I don't even know how to turn it off. Right? That's my main thing. I don't know how to turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off, and I'm gonna do it for all the boys, because I don't see why, you know, we have to be trained off these AIs. One second, I gotta set my snap streaks. But yeah, it's gonna be turned off for me and the boys. We're not providing it, but as everyone knows, even though it's turned off, content is still gonna get snatched up by training AIs, with or without permission, because that's what happens. And companies are leaning so far into this AI thing that they can't help it but just go completely insane mode. Like, I think it was like End of Oak Street, a movie that I do want to see, but something that put me off is that they got the dog from the AI Oak Street, no, End of Oak Street, and they AI'd the dog in an AI dog podcast. Like, how ridiculous is that? And an AI podcast just sounds like the most slop ever. And if you want to have a real good podcast, Sidetracked, link in the description. That's mine and Roxality's podcast. Absolute banger. There was a video out today. But I just think it's ridiculous, and I think that companies really got to get a hold of the idea that we don't want to see that. We don't want to hear about AI, because it's just annoying. You know what I mean? And I don't think anyone wants their content trained off AI. Obviously, we can't help it. If you want to put videos on the internet, it's going to get trained by AI. That's just how it goes. That's same old rodeo. But, it'd be nice if they wouldn't try to force it down our throats, because they literally know no one wants this and no one would turn it on. But yet again, they've just automatically switched it on. So, I will figure out how to turn it off, and I will be turning it off. Not like they'd have anything to really train, the AIs off from our streams, apart from really stupid humor. But that's about it, to be honest. Bye bye.